25 ruins of megastructures and ancient civilizations. You're about to see things that school never told you about. Ruins so insane, they seem to have been built by civilizations that knew more than we do. Technology so advanced they challenge everything you believe about the history of humankind. There are lost cities that look like scenes from another planet. There are constructions so impossible that no one to this day knows how they were built. And there are secrets buried deep that make any official theory look like a joke. Warning, number 7 on this list is so unbelievable that archaeologists are still scratching their heads trying to explain it, and no one has succeeded yet. If you think the past was made only of stone and bronze, you are in for a shock. Hold on tight, because after seeing this, you will never look at history the same way again. Let's begin. 25. Ayutthaya, the majestic lost capital of Thailand. Located about 80 kilometers north of Bangkok, Ayutthaya was founded in 1350 by King Yu Thong. Initially a thriving trading post, it quickly became the capital of the Kingdom of Siam. During its 4 centuries of glory, Ayutthaya was one of the most important commercial and cultural centers of Southeast Asia, attracting merchants from places as far as Japan, Persia, and Europe. The city impressed with its advanced urban planning, featuring canals and roads that facilitated transportation and commerce. Ayutthaya's magnificent temples and palaces, built in architectural styles that blended Siamese, Khmer, and Sinhalese influences, stood out for their grandeur and intricate details. The destruction of Ayutthaya in 1767 during a Burmese invasion marked the end of its era of splendor. The fire devastated much of the city's wooden structures, but the stone temples and relics endured. Today, Ayutthaya is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and offers visitors a fascinating glimpse into Thailand's rich history. 24. Stonehenge, the megalithic enigma of England. On the vast Salisbury Plain in southern England stands Stonehenge, one of the world's most iconic prehistoric monuments. Built between 3000 and 2000 BCE, this circle of stones, up to 9 meters tall and weighing around 25 tons each, was positioned with a precision that continues to intrigue archaeologists to this day. Although much about Stonehenge remains a mystery, it is believed that its construction involved several stages and different civilizations. One hypothesis suggests the stones were transported using sledges and wooden rollers, while others argue that rivers were used to move the gigantic blocks. The monument's purpose is the subject of intense debate. Some theories suggest that Stonehenge served as a sacred site for religious rituals, while others propose it functioned as an astronomical observatory used to mark solstices and equinoxes. The alignment of the stones with the sunrise and sunset reinforces the idea that its builders possessed deep astronomical knowledge. 23. Mesa Verde, dwellings suspended in time. Mesa Verde National Park in Colorado is a testament to the ingenuity of the ancestral Pueblo people who inhabited the region between the 6th and 13th centuries. The 600 cliff dwellings, including the famous Cliff Palace, reflect these people's ability to adapt to an arid and challenging environment. The Cliff Palace, with its 150 rooms and 23 kivas, underground ceremonial chambers, is one of the largest and most sophisticated dwellings built by ancient American peoples. Its inhabitants took advantage of the natural sandstone features to create a secure refuge, protected from the elements and potential invaders. From the 13th century onwards, for reasons still debated, such as climate change or conflicts, these dwellings were suddenly abandoned. Today, Mesa Verde offers a rare opportunity to understand the daily life, spirituality, and challenges faced by these communities. 22. Sigiriya, the Lion Fortress in Sri Lanka. Sigiriya, or Lion Rock, is one of Sri Lanka's most impressive landmarks. Built in the 5th century by King Kassapa, This fortress combines military ingenuity with refined aesthetics. The king chose the summit of a 200-meter-high rock formation as his capital, transforming it into a masterpiece of urban planning and architecture. The ascent to the top reveals remnants of a sophisticated hydraulic system that included water gardens, canals, and cisterns. The inner walls were adorned with vivid frescoes, many of which can still be seen today, depicting female figures that possibly symbolized fertility or royalty. The entrance gateway, shaped like a giant lion, served not only as a decorative element but also as a powerful statement of the kingdom's strength. After Kasapa's death, Sigiriya was abandoned as a royal residence and later converted into a Buddhist monastery, maintaining its significance for centuries. 21. Masada, the heroic fortress of Israel. Located atop an imposing cliff overlooking the Judean desert and the Dead Sea, Masada is one of the most dramatic ruins in the world. Built by Herod the Great in the 1st century BCE, the fortress combined advanced engineering with luxury. It featured an elaborate water collection system, bathhouses, and even private pools, a remarkable feat for a structure located in such an arid region. The most significant historical event associated with Masada occurred during the Jewish revolt against the Roman Empire between 73 and 74 CE. After a prolonged siege, the defenders chose an act of extreme resistance. They preferred death to Roman enslavement. Today, Masada stands as a symbol of resilience and determination, attracting thousands of visitors who ascend the mountain via challenging trails or by cable car. The views from the summit, especially at sunrise, are spectacular and inspiring. 20. Hampi, the heart of the Vijayanagara Empire. Situated in the state of Karnataka, India, Hampi was the capital of the prosperous Vijayanagara Empire between the 14th and 16th centuries. At its height, it was one of the wealthiest and largest cities in the world, famous for its ornate palaces, bustling markets, and majestic temples. Today, the vast archaeological site impresses with its diversity. Among the highlights is the Vitala Temple, known for its musical pillars that produce distinct sounds when struck. The stone chariot, a sculpture that resembles a functional carriage, is another iconic symbol of Hampi. The Virupaksha Temple, dedicated to Shiva, remains an important pilgrimage site. Every ruin in Hampi reflects the cultural and religious sophistication of one of India's greatest empires. 19. Pompeii, the city frozen in time. Pompeii is one of the most iconic archaeological sites in the world, preserved under volcanic ash after the catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 CE. Rediscovered in the 18th century, the city offers a rare glimpse into everyday life in the Roman Empire. Visitors can walk along paved streets, explore houses with well-preserved frescoes, and observe intriguing details such as bakery ovens and political inscriptions on the walls. One of the most fascinating sights is the Lupanar, a brothel whose walls display paintings that reveal the customs of the era. Additionally, the plaster casts of human bodies captured at the moment of their death convey a vivid and powerful sense of the disaster. 18. Tulum. The Maya Jewel by the Sea Tulum is one of the few Maya sites located by the sea, offering breathtaking views of the Caribbean Sea. Surrounded by walls on 3 sides and open to the ocean on the 4th, the city was an important trading hub in the 13th and 14th centuries, exchanging jade, cotton, and cacao with other regions of Mesoamerica. The focal point of Tulum is El Castillo, a pyramid that served as a primitive lighthouse to guide sailors. Another highlight is the Temple of the Frescoes, where mural paintings depict complex scenes from Maya mythology. After exploring the ruins, visitors can relax on the beach below, surrounded by palm trees and sunbathing iguanas, making Tulum an unforgettable destination. 17. Ephesus, the splendor of antiquity. Ephesus, located in present-day Turkey, was one of the most important cities of the ancient world, both for Greeks and Romans. Founded in the 10th century BCE, it reached its peak during the Roman period, housing around 250,000 inhabitants and serving as a major cultural and commercial center. Among its most notable landmarks is the Library of Celsus, built in the 2nd century CE, an impressive example of Roman architecture with its richly decorated facade. The Great Theatre of Ephesus, which could accommodate up to 25,000 spectators, highlights the sophistication of entertainment at the time. Another gem of Ephesus is the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, whose ruins still reflect the grandeur of the site. 16. Ellora Caves, the legacy carved in stone. The Ellora Caves, located in the Indian state of Maharashtra, are one of the largest monolithic complexes in the world. Created between the 6th and 10th centuries, they combine Buddhist, Hindu, and Jain temples and monasteries, demonstrating the religious harmony of the time. The absolute highlight is the Kailasa temple, dedicated to the Hindu god Shiva. Carved from a single rock, this temple is an architectural marvel, featuring intricate details including reliefs of gods, elephants, and mythological scenes. Other caves, such as Cave 10, known as the Carpenter's Cave, captivate visitors with their acoustics and the illusion that the rock is polished wood. 15. Terracotta Army. The guardians of Emperor Qin Shi Huang, discovered in 1974, the Terracotta Army, located in Xi'an, is one of the most extraordinary archaeological finds in the world. Built in the 3rd century BC, it was created to protect China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, in his afterlife. It is estimated that more than 8,000 soldiers, 600 horses, and 130 chariots were buried within the complex. Each figure was meticulously sculpted with unique features, reflecting the faces and characteristics of real soldiers from that era. Only part of the complex has been excavated, and new discoveries continue to emerge. The on-site museum allows visitors to closely admire these impressive figures and immerse themselves in the grandeur of ancient China. 14. Chichén Itzá, the Mayan wonder on the Yucatan Peninsula. Chichén Itzá is one of the most iconic archaeological sites in Latin America, representing the height of Mayan culture. Founded around 600 AD, it was a major political, economic, and religious center until it was abandoned in 1221, when the city of Mayapan became the new capital of the region. The Temple of Kukulkan, also known as El Castillo, is the centerpiece of the complex. This step pyramid, standing 30 meters tall, combines astronomical symbolism with precise engineering. Each of its 4 stairways represents a cardinal point, and the 365 steps correspond to the days of the year. During the spring and autumn equinoxes, the interplay of light and shadow creates the illusion of a serpent descending the pyramid's steps, symbolizing the god Kukulkan. Other must-see highlights include the Ball Court, the largest in Mesoamerica, the Wall of Skulls, featuring macabre carvings of skulls, and the sacred cenote, used in human sacrifice rituals to appease the gods. 13. Acropolis, the cradle of Western civilization. Dominating the skyline of Athens, the Acropolis is a jewel of Greek antiquity, crowned by the iconic Parthenon. Built in the 5th century BC under the leadership of Pericles, the Acropolis symbolizes the peak of Athenian civilization and classical architecture. The Parthenon, dedicated to the goddess Athena, is a masterful example of the Doric style and served as a treasury and place of worship. Other highlights include the Erechtheion, with its famous caryatids, and the Temple of Athena Nike, a smaller structure dedicated to victory. The panoramic views of the city of Athens make the visit even more special, and the Acropolis Museum displays original artifacts, including friezes and sculptures. Despite ongoing restoration efforts, the Acropolis remains a timeless symbol of democracy and Western culture. 12. Bagan, the Kingdom of Temples in Burma. Bagan, located in Myanmar, was the capital of a powerful kingdom between the 11th and 13th centuries. At its peak, it housed more than 10,000 temples, pagodas, and monasteries, becoming one of the largest religious complexes in the world. Today, around 2,000 structures remain, scattered across a vast plain. The Ananda Temple is one of the best preserved and reflects a unique blend of Indian and Burmese architecture. Other notable temples include the Dhammayangyi Temple, known for its flawless construction, and the Thatpiyinnu Temple, the tallest in Bagan. The best way to appreciate the vastness and beauty of Bagan is by taking a hot air balloon ride at dawn, when the temples emerge from the mist, creating an unforgettable landscape. 11. Tikal, Mayan grandeur in the Guatemalan jungle. Hidden deep within the Guatemalan jungle, Tikal is one of the largest and most impressive archaeological sites in Mesoamerica. Founded around 600 BC, it was an important political and religious center for the Maya until its decline in the 9th century. Among its most striking structures is the Temple of the Double-Headed Serpent, which, at 70 meters tall, is one of the highest in pre-Columbian America. The view from the top is spectacular, with other temples rising above the treetops. Tikal is also renowned for its ceremonial plazas, royal palaces, and residential complexes. The forest trails offer the opportunity to observe rich local wildlife, including monkeys and toucans, making the visit a truly immersive experience. 10. Karnak, the Temple of the Pharaohs in Egypt. The Karnak Temple complex in Luxor is one of the greatest masterpieces of ancient Egyptian architecture. Built and expanded over more than 2,000 years, Karnak is dedicated to the god Amun-Ra and other deities of the Egyptian pantheon. The Great Hypostyle Hall, with its 134 massive columns, is one of Egypt's most iconic sites. Each column is adorned with detailed reliefs depicting religious scenes and pharaonic celebrations. Another attraction is the Avenue of Sphinxes, which connects Karnak to the Luxor Temple. The sacred lake, used for religious rituals, and the granite scarab, associated with good luck, are additional points of interest. Karnak is a place where the grandeur of ancient Egyptian civilization is displayed in all its glory. 9. Borobudur, the Buddhist wonder of Indonesia. Located in central Java, Borobudur is the largest Buddhist temple in the world and a masterpiece of architecture and spirituality. Built in the 9th century, the monument was designed as a giant mandala, symbolizing the path to enlightenment. Borobudur is composed of 6 square platforms topped by 3 circular platforms, all richly decorated with reliefs depicting Buddhist teachings and the life of Siddhartha Gautama. At the top, a large central stupa is surrounded by 72 smaller stupas, each housing a statue of Buddha. The temple was abandoned after the decline of Buddhism in Indonesia, but was rediscovered in the 19th century and restored to its former glory. Visiting Borobudur at sunrise is a spiritual and visual experience like no other, as the golden rays illuminate the volcanic stone, creating a magical atmosphere. 8. Teotihuacan, the City of the Gods. Located about 50 kilometers from Mexico City, Teotihuacan is one of the most enigmatic archaeological sites in the Americas. Although often associated with the Aztecs, who rediscovered and named the city centuries after its abandonment, its origin remains a mystery. It is believed that Teotihuacan was built between 100 BC and 250 AD. And at its height, it was the largest city in the Western Hemisphere, with more than 150,000 inhabitants. The site is dominated by its 2 iconic pyramids, the Temple of the Sun, the third largest pyramid in the world, and the smaller yet equally impressive Temple of the Moon. The Avenue of the Dead, a long road that runs through the heart of the city, connects these landmarks to the citadel and the Temple of the Feathered Serpent, adorned with sculptures of Quetzalcoatl. A visit to Teotihuacan offers an immersive experience into the rich Mesoamerican history. 7. Moai statues, guardians of Easter Island. The Moai statues, scattered across the remote Easter Island, Rapa Nui, are one of the greatest mysteries of Polynesia. These 887 monolithic figures, carved from volcanic tuff between 400 and 1500 AD, range from 3 to 10 meters in height, with some weighing more than 80 tons. The Moai were created by the Rapa Nui people to honor their ancestors, believing that the statues held supernatural powers to protect the community and fertilize the land. Interestingly, almost all the Moai face away from the sea, looking towards the villages, as if watching over the inhabitants. The Rano Raraku quarry, where most of the statues were carved, is an essential site for understanding their construction process. 6. Colosseum, the eternal amphitheater of Rome. The Colosseum in Rome is one of the most iconic monuments of Roman history and a symbol of the power and engineering prowess of the empire. Inaugurated in 80 AD, during the reign of Titus, it could accommodate up to 50,000 spectators who watched gladiatorial combats, animal fights, and even simulated naval battles. The structure is remarkable for its advanced architecture, combining Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian columns, and a system of corridors and stairways designed to facilitate the flow of people. Despite the damage caused by earthquakes and time, the Colosseum remains one of Italy's most visited attractions, offering a fascinating glimpse into the life and culture of ancient Rome. 5. Great Wall of China, the guardian of the East. Stretching for more than 21,000 kilometers across mountains, deserts, and plains, the Great Wall of China is one of the greatest achievements of human engineering. Built over several dynasties starting from the 3rd century BC, its main purpose was to protect Chinese territory from northern invaders, such as the Mongols. Although some sections are in ruins, the restored parts near Beijing, such as those at Mutianyu and Badaling, offer an unforgettable experience. Walking along the wall provides an impressive view of its scale and the surrounding landscapes. More than just a defensive structure, the wall is a symbol of resilience and national unity. 4. Petra, the Rose City of Jordan. Carved into the pink sandstone mountains of Jordan's desert, Petra is one of the most spectacular archaeological sites in the world. Founded by the Nabateans around the 4th century BC, the city flourished as an important trading hub along the Silk Road, connecting east and west. The treasury, Al-Khazneh, one of the most famous facades, dazzles with its intricate Hellenistic architecture carved directly into the rock. Other highlights include the monastery, Ad-Dir, the Roman theatre, and the royal tombs. Exploring Petra is a magical experience, especially at dawn or dusk when the colors of the stone change dramatically. 3. Machu Picchu, the lost city of the Incas. Hidden in the Peruvian Andes Mountains, Machu Picchu is an extraordinary example of Incan architecture. Built in the 15th century under Emperor Pachacuti's command, the city served as a royal retreat and a religious center. Its strategic location, at 2,430 meters above sea level, is a testament to the Incas' ability to integrate their constructions with the natural environment. With structures such as the Temple of the Sun, the Intihuatana, a carved stone that functioned as a solar clock, and agricultural terraces, Machu Picchu stands as a landmark of Incan engineering and spirituality. Access to the site is made by trails, including the famous Inca Trail, or by train. offering an unforgettable journey. 2. Angkor, the heart of the Khmer Empire. The Angkor Archaeological Park in Cambodia is the largest religious complex in the world, covering more than 400 square kilometers of temples and ruins. Founded in the 9th century, Angkor was the capital of the powerful Khmer Empire and continued to flourish until the 15th century. Angkor Wat, the most famous temple, is a national symbol of Cambodia and an architectural marvel, especially at sunrise. Other notable temples include Ta Prohm, wrapped in the roots of gigantic trees, and the Bayon Temple, known for its towers decorated with enormous carved faces. Angkor is a fusion of religious symbolism and architectural sophistication. 1. Pyramids of Giza, the wonders of ancient Egypt. The Pyramids of Giza, located on the outskirts of Cairo, are among the greatest symbols of Egyptian civilization. Built more than 4,500 years ago during the 4th dynasty, the pyramids of Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure are monumental tombs designed to house the pharaohs in the afterlife. The largest of them, the Great Pyramid of Khufu, remained the tallest structure in the world for more than 3,800 years. Beside the pyramids stands the Sphinx, a mythical figure with the body of a lion and the head of a human, guarding the Giza Plateau. These structures continue to fascinate archaeologists and visitors alike, representing the power and ambition of ancient Egypt. These ruins are more than just old stones. They are messages left by civilizations that might have been far more advanced than we imagine. And who knows? What remains buried out there could change everything we think we know about our own origins. But beware, there are even more disturbing mysteries, places so secret and unbelievable that even archaeologists cannot explain them. So don't leave just yet. YouTube has selected 2 special videos for you to continue this journey through the secrets of the past. Choose one and get ready to be even more amazed. See you there.